Welcome back. In this video, we're going to learn about declaring and initializing views in Kotlin. Declaring and initializing views refers to the process of defining and setting up references to user interface elements, which are the views that you want to work with in your Kotlin code. This process is crucial for interacting with and manipulating the views within your Android app. We have this only view, which is a TextView. It has an attribute ID, which is TextView. You can define any view. I can give it, for example, TextView77, for example. Now let's move to the main activity.kt file. You first need to declare variables to hold references to the views you want to work with. These variables should be declared in the scope of the activity or the fragment class so that they can be accessed throughout your code. You can declare view references as class level properties or local variables in a function depending on your needs. I'll start with the class level properties or the general and global variables. Here I'll start with late initiate var TextView. It's of type TextView, and I'll name this TextView as my TextView. Late initiate. This is a Kotlin modifier that is used for non-null properties which are initialized at a later point in your code. It tells the compiler that the property will be initialized before it is used, even though it doesn't have any initial value at the point of declaration. This is commonly used for Android views because they are typically initialized in the onCreate method after setting the content view. The var keyword declares the property as a mutable variable, meaning that you can change its value after it's initialized. My TextView, this is the name of the property. You can choose any valid variable name for your property. TextView, this is the type of the property, indicating that TextView or my TextView variable will hold a reference to a TextView object. And the initialization usually happens within the onCreate method or a similar lifecycle method after calling setContentView to set the content view. Let's move to the onCreate method. This is a callback method or a lifecycle method, and later on we'll talk about these callback methods in deep details. So please skip this for later lessons. setContentView. This method in Android is used to set the content view of an activity or a fragment to a specified layout resource. In this code, you are telling setContentView method to use the activity_main.xml file that we defined here to set the content view of this activity called main_activity.kt file. Again, this method is used to set the user interface layout for the given component. r.layout.activity_main. This is a reference to the layout resource that you want to use as the content view. And in this case, activity_main. And if we go to the layout folder, you can see it, activity_main. So I'm referencing this layout to this main activity. The R class is generated by Android build system, and it contains references to all resources such as layouts, strings, drawables in your Android project. In this case, r.layout.activity_main refers to the XML file, layout file that it's placed in the layout folder called activity_main.xml file. So I am linking this file, this KT file with this .xml file. And after the setContentView method, we need to start initializing the views that we declared in our layout file. Here we have only one text, so I'll start with it. my TextView equals to findViewById r.id.textView77. This is the variable or property declared here, holding a reference to a TextView widget equals, this is the assignment operator which assigns the result of findViewById to the my TextView variable. And findViewById, this is a method call that searches for a view in the current layout based on its unique resource ID, which is the unique identifier, which is specified as r.id.textView77. It returns a reference to the found view, which in this case, a text view. By executing this code, you are initializing the my TextView variable with a reference to the TextView widget defined in your layout XML file. This allows you to access and manipulate the properties and the contents of TextView in your Kotlin code. For example, I can use my TextView to set and change the text of this TextView. For example, welcome again. If we go back to the layout, our text, welcome to our course. If I run the program, it will give us welcome again, which is the text that we defined programmatically. So whenever you initialize the views, you can use them to access and manipulate the properties and the content of these views in Kotlin files. So this is the process of creating any new view in the layout.xml files. Then you need to declare the view and initialize it in the onCreate method.